guys. We are extremely sad.
Are you gonna throw up?
I wanna cry because Hot Toys. I don't know what they're doing, man.
Hot Toys are breaking my heart.
Chupapi, How you doing, guys? And welcome to. All right, so let me check something real quick because if I'm not mistaken, the last time we did an Unfiltered show was last year. So now I need to check and confirm that, and so I can tell you guys how long we've been waiting for an Unfiltered show.
It's been how long?
I don't know. I'm checking right now. Hold on, let me see. Where are we here? Oh, here we go. Okay, so the last Unfiltered show was on
Wow.
February 18, 2022. Damn, it's been
That's
that long?
7 months?
Almost a year. Holy
Seven-
cow.
7 months. Well, 7 months.
7 months. So it's been almost a year since we started doing the filter shows, and now we are here.
Yeah,
Almost a year later, man. It's
great time to
episode
watch.
13. Lucky number
With the
13.
butterbeer.
Buttermilk. And we're here, man. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, for being with us. It's a Collectibles.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I already got the new reissue, guys. Look, the base, the cape, everything. I already got it.
Damn. You're like
That's
literally
fast.
super day one, man. You have
I'm
everything
in
ready.
Hankook right now at the
Okay.
not so secret base.
I know. But listen, let me tell you this. And I know you guys, everyone has different opinions, and this is an unfiltered show. So we're just gonna tell like it is.
You don't
Our
give a shit
thoughts.
about your opinion.
We we're not always gonna agree, and I know my people might get offended or
Weird.
sensitive or whatever, but this is an unfiltered show. We're gonna give our thoughts, easy side, how he feels about this, the new normal now, seeing that we're gonna see more 2.0s, more reissues, and then you're gonna hear my side, which I'm in the middle. I'm more like a gray Jedi type of thing, right? I'm in the middle there, but I'm leaning towards getting a little bit upset now with all this thing that's
Come on,
happening.
Dante, let me tell you something. There's light and then there's dark. There's no dim. You gotta be.
I'm in the middle, papi, I'm in the middle, man. I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle, but it's gonna be a fun show. So this is how we start after almost a year. 6 Scale Unfiltered. Almost a year. All right, so let me say hi to the people in the chat before we start the show, because yes, it's gonna be a spicy one tonight. So we have 12-inch Muslim. He says he's a number one. Thank you. Yeah, he's actually
inches.
number one. Our friend Randy Reviews, he was here earlier. What's up, my friend? Hopefully you watching the replay. So thank you for stopping by. Pattern 23, Old Toys. Can't wait. Thank you so much. We have Rogue Toy Art. Let's go. Stop the reissues. Well, 2.0s actually now. CN in the house. Clutch. Hello there. Obi-Wan Voice. Hello there. We have OG Fan when Star Wars was just Star Wars with all the type of emojis over here. AJ Rivera in the house. We have Dokinator. What's up, my friend? Thank you so much for stopping by. Rogue Toy says, all we want are new and different figures, not reissues. Reissues are lazy with all the talent Hatos has. Why not showcase it with new figures like Mace Windu, Padme, Vulture, Professor X, etc.? It's a good point, and we're gonna talk about everything tonight. So stay tuned, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping by. We have Renz Tolentino. Good evening. How are you? Bob Dylan in the house.
Bob Dylan.
He says, first Hot Toys announces Justice League Tactical Batman, then Just Inc. announces Justice League Batmobile. Warner Bros. Is going to push merch hard for Batman Day. Get ready.
Think about I don't think Warner Bros. Is really going to push. I mean, I think Hot Toys just did it for the sake of it, but that's another topic. But Warner Brothers, I don't think so. They felt embarrassed to make or release the Snyder Cut. So I don't know. Warner Brothers suck.
Yeah, yes, I can tell. So you have a nice Batman behind you, puppy.
Oh, what? What Batman?
What Batman?
God dang, you're seeing things again.
We have Thick Thumb
Don't look at that.
Bantha Boy. Yeah, streaming time. Yes, what's up, my friend? Chris Santos in the house. Oh, Riley, look, Riley popped up again. Wait,
What?
wait a second. Did I go back to the beginning? Oh,
You went to the beginning, sir. Please.
oh my God, Ash in the house. What's up, my friend? Zeno, member of the channel. Hello, my friend. OG.
Zeno.
We have Logan Scott in the house. Evening, gentlemen. Bring the spice. We're gonna try. Boba Fettuccine. What's up, guys? Happy Friday. What's that? Mark 46? Mark 85?
85.
Pablo Mesa in the house. Hello there. We have Baden Arker in the house. Happy Friday, collectors. We have Graham in the house. What's up, Graham? What's up, guys?
Graham Crackle.
Easy, is that you? Texas finest. And everyone watching at home tonight, thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by on Friday night. And we're going to start with the first topic here. All right, easy. Is this Hot Toys' new strategy?
Peanut butter. Strategy, I can call it the least. Or is it? I have this theory that Hot Toys is in our Queen Studios and or Toys Dubs, and we are getting Bantapuru. I think this is a manipulative
Manipulatives? You're asking me manipulatives?
Manipulatives move by Hot Toys for us to somehow either give in, give out, or give up. I don't know what it is, but I think this is almost such a like wrong, disastrous move by a company, one of the worst moves I've ever seen by a company, to make me believe that there is some conspiracy behind it and they are a opposing company. Like, you know how you have Sosa Toys and Toys Era, right? You have those two companies. They're different companies, but they're the same company. I'm thinking a little bit of InArt and Hot Toys. You know, Hot Toys saying like, "Oh, we're gonna keep doing the same crap," and then people are gonna give up and do what? Oh, what's the next best thing? Now InArt's over there doing kind of about what the same Hot Toys is, and they have some figures that's kind of offering in the same realm of price. But that's my tin hat theory. I mean, I don't see a strategy behind it. Like, what could it be? Like, what? There's nothing.
Well, you know, it is a very sensitive topic because some people are, you know, in favor of it, some people are against it, and I've been looking at different reactions from different people, and I can see that more senior collectors, I will say, are more discouraged about this. You know,
Yes,
not necessarily reissues, right? Because I think they'll learn the lesson. Don't do a straight reissue, just do a 2.0. Add something new, base, weapon, whatever. Different packaging. Call it a 2.0, don't call it a reissue, because then, you know, you might get discouraged, right? But now the thing is that is a pattern. Now it's a pattern, right? We can name a lot of figures. Bespin Luke, Batman, the DX19, right? We can name the Whiplash, Mark V, Mark 46. Oh, actually, Mark 5 twice, right? Right? Or 3 times, right? Original. Then we got the
charm.
The 2.0. Then we got the 3.0 with a base.
Nightmare Batman, but with an added feature of being forced to buy another figure for a really high price.
I took advantage of that, right? But then what's going on with the releases? You know, yeah, it's cool to see figures and all that, but what's going on with the releases? So I don't, you know, I think what they're trying to do now is try to please new collectors, because a lot of new collectors that came into the game, they couldn't get the Justice League. I can guarantee you right now that you're gonna see the whole Justice League reissue or 2.0. Flash, Wonder Woman,
But here's the thing.
Superman.
If Hot Toys wants to entertain to new collectors, you know, if you go one way, like I was telling you, if you go light, you must go dark. If you go dark, you like there's a light, or not. You must, but there's light and dark. If they want to go new collectors, the collectors that's been with them for 10, some odd 10 years or 5 years, and they easily lose us like this. We're the strength in their business. New collectors aren't. So why would they go after a new collector like that? Why would they hit it that hard and that out of the park? Let me show you. Oh, okay. This guy, both those guys, this guy, that guy, both these guys, that guy, all gone. Is that what they wanted? I don't think so. I didn't want to sell all of these figures in my collection. I didn't want to. And a lot of people are saying, "Oh, well, you think of it as value." No, I think of it as there's more to value than just the financial end of it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I have this collection because it values, a lot of things, and all those things put together are not what Hot Toys is putting out. It used to be. It used to be the heart of their company, and now I just sold almost just about half of this. I just cut right down the middle and shoved without feeling, without thinking. I just got in this 2-pack from Snyder Cut, but I'm done because if they're going to keep playing games with me, I'm going to go different routes, and that different route is going to be statues for me. There is some controversy, like 1 or 2 companies doing reissues, but that's about it. It's kind of unheard of. If you do that kind of game in the statue community, you're done. As a company, let me tell you, you're done. So that's why I'm going to go to a genre of community that respects, their collectors, rookie or veteran, and that's why I'm kind of getting almost officially getting out of the game.
It is definitely a very difficult topic to talk because a lot of people are definitely against it. More so on reissues rather than 2.0s, right? Because you still can keep your original one. So in let's talk about this specifically, the tactical Batman, right? So pretty much what they did, is combine the deluxe Batman version from the Justice League and put it together with the base with this Batman. And not only that, they pretty much didn't even bother to put Tactical Batman on the name tag. So it's more like saying, all right, you know what? Let's just put these two together. Ooh. And that weapon, for example, that weapon is exactly the same as the deluxe version
Dude,
of
I mean,
Batman,
look at
right?
blow up my image. Don't blow up me, but racist jokes. But look at me. Look at my do full screen on my
Let me
thing.
blow
How do
you.
you speak English?
I'll blow you. Hold on.
I got it. I got the figure. What do I want from Hot
Take it
Toys?
out. Let me show me. Show me the base.
Sorry. But as soon as I got this tactical Batman, I said, what does it need? It needs a better base and it needs a better cape.
Right. Now you have
Why Hot Toys would you do something to a collector like me? Why would you do that to me? I've spent so much money on this, and to know that when that figure releases, I can probably get it way cheaper than even retail. So now I'm losing money on a figure I already own.
right.
You see what I mean? I'm losing money with these figures just sitting here. I can go get this 2-pack right now, way cheaper from what it is retail. I can get most of these clones and the Shore Troopers that was once $500 figures. Now you can get them for about $150. I'm losing assets as they sit in my
We
detail.
can argue, and again, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. We can argue that when you are into collecting, really, yes, you care about the value, but at the same time, you also care about the value that the figure has for you sentimentally, right?
And like
Like
I
not
said,
necessarily the
sentimental.
value in money, but the value in the piece. So most of the collectors that buy figures or whatever they buy, usually they buy because they want to have it in their collection, and they don't really care much about the value, right? If it will appreciate, depreciate, they don't really care. They just like the figure and they like the figure, period. And that's perfectly fine as well. In my
And
case, and in your case, we collect because we like it, but at the same time, we also keep an eye on the value, right? And it's not wrong either because it's all right. We're spending this much money on a figure, so at least
it
if I
hurts.
want to get out, you want to get your money back.
If someone's pulling money from you on something that you spent your time and efforts in earning to get something to attain, and you see that your value in your pocket is draining out of some stupid mistake by a company, I mean, why would I want that? I mean, luckily, financially, I could do it. Why would I want to play with this garbage when I have this thing behind me? I'd rather go this route. I'd rather go just. I mean, luckily, I can fund it. It's whatever. I can say that. I'm not gonna go with a company that's playing with you and constantly like, dude, I wanted a new figure. Like I wanted something new. I wanted to see Mace Windu. This is still Attack of the Clones year. I wanted to see something, some release that's gonna shock and awe us. I remember waking up and just like kind of getting excited. What did Hot Toys release this time? Like
Mhm.
it's fun to see even figures you're not gonna get. And I know for a lot of people, you wake up and you see this and you're like, oh, even if you're one of those people who's like, oh, I'm just not going to buy it. It's boring. I mean, coming from a company with like so much support behind them, backing them, and making badass products, and you give us boring, you give us same, you give us third time's a charm, 2.0s, I don't know. I just, that's why I said I'm going to statues.
Well, you see, for new collectors that couldn't get this figure, right? Now this their chance, and this is what I was talking about. Look at the base. It says Batman. It doesn't say tactical Batman or tactical suit or anything
I
like
see
that.
they painted the orange a little bit different. That
Right.
orange, it's not there, but they had to call it a 2.0, I guess.
Exactly. And again, I remember when I think we had one show. Let me see if I can remember which was it. Um.
And then you look at this comment. I
Oh,
mean, I hate to bring up comments like this, like A to Z. They're saying first world problems. And honestly, if you really care, you'd be in a different topic right now. But I mean, it's first world problems. That's why we're a community. That's why we're here. That's why we make content. That's why we support, you guys support us so we can support this whole, it's a whole ecosystem.
it's an ecosystem. But we did a show a year ago called Scale Unfiltered. Let's talk about it. Reissues 2.0. So we spoke about this a year ago when we start seeing reissues and we start noticing a small pattern there. And I think with Desi we discussed it about why are these guys
The-
doing a straight reissue when they can actually do a 2.0 and add something different to it. So
Like
collectors don't feel betrayed in sense of you got the original figure and then a year, 2 years later you get the same thing reissued, right? Better get a 2.0, add something new. They did add something new to this, right? But the thing is, it's really not that new because this base was with the other Batman version. So they just kind of grab the base, put it together, and just paint it differently, right? So, and they don't have a head sculpt with this, right? It's only
still
the
no head sculpt. And that's something that's, I mean, technically reissue. You can just throw in a head sculpt. They're probably going to charge more for this because it's a dioramic base. I know what their theme is now. They're throwing a ton of diorama bases to fit into the crowd and add more, but you're giving us more by giving us less. You're not really giving us anything new. And the collector is saying it's moving into the Black Series strategy. Yes, this is literally, oh, gaming greats. This one has a jetpack. That one's yellow. This one's blue. And this one has a little bit of shit stain on its foot. But they're all separate figures, and you can buy them differently, separately, for money that you worked hard for. But we're just gonna. It's basically scamming you. It's telling you something's different, but it's not, and just trying to sell it and making all kinds of hype around it. Like you can tell, like I feel like they Photoshop these pictures even a little bit extra, because they know they're giving us the same product. Like I feel like it's more crispy and more clarity and more ooh and ah, just to
I
sell
mean,
it a little bit more.
the figure itself, the original version was really good. But look at this
Yeah.
comment from OG. I think it's a really good comment. The goal of any business is to add new businesses. Some will stay, but you must constantly grow, and you will wither or die away.
You can't if you adjust to trend, if you can catch a trend, I'm sorry, Dante, I'm talking too much. But if you can catch a little trend in business, I mean, business is always evolving. If you don't move and change, yes. But this is more of a collective hobby of veterans. It just, I mean, in business in general, yes, you can say that, but to change Hot Toys, you need to change into different figures. In this term, this if the Hot Toys' goal is to change, they have to be doing different figures that's trending. We didn't finish any of the Rogue One figures. We didn't finish so many lines, and there's so many films that came out. And where's Vulture? You know, they're not doing anything new. They're keeping to their roots. They're doing the same old stuff.
They're going,
They're
they're
not
going,
trying
they're
to get new
going.
collectors.
What they're
This
doing
came out
is
recently,
right.
technically. In the collecting realm, this is recent.
What they're doing is two things, right? As OG said, obviously they want to get more business, and this is a good way of doing it, right? New collectors coming into place, collectors who miss out the original figures, and now they can get a 2.0 version, right? Now they're adding bases, they're adding even one quarter scale figures. They pretty much improving a lot on that. And when one quarter scale was usually not that often, now they're pretty much doing a lot. So those are the ways for me to get the business. Now you're right. I mean, veteran collectors, like Valen said, I get veterans are upset in the middle of this. He's in the middle of this personally, but he says I'm still relatively new, so these 2.0s are giving me a chance to get figures I just assume I was sold. And that's true. I mean, now you get the chance to get the figure that you couldn't get at the beginning. Like, for example, the Nightmare Batman and Superman. I didn't have the Nightmare Batman, so for me it was a win-win. I got two figures that I really want, and it worked fine for me, right? And I get many collectors weren't that happy because I said, shoot, now I have already my Nightmare Batman, but I have to buy in order to for me to get the black suit Superman. So I understand that as well. I think the problem here is not the fact that we have 2.0s. I think the problem here is that they are overdoing it, and it is very obvious. I can understand here and there once in a while, okay, one 2.0, but how many 2.0s we got recently? I mean, we can name back to back, man, like
Back to
really. So, and I think that's the problem, you know.
and he's saying how he gets veterans being upset. It's because the veterans know and started with them when they were a company at uh, when things were sold out, it was sold out. And that's where the veterans are coming from. That's where people like you and me. I'm not saying I'm a hardcore veteran. There's people that's out there who are way hardcore. And they grew up thinking, they're once it's sold out, these what you have in your cases are grails. That's the word grail. That's where grail comes from. Hard to get, high achievable, hard to get, rare figures now are becoming, dust collecting on the shelves. So that's where people are getting mad. I mean, it's to me, it's there's so many things when I say I value, I can't, it's like you can't explain it, because then people will be like, oh, you don't care, you only care about value or price wise. But the high level of achievement when you get certain figures, that's why when you're talking to statues, they have edition sizes. When Sideshow makes 11,000 of a statue, they're almost undesirable. When a company makes only 200, people like flip shit over it, needing it, wanting it, because when you have it in your collection, it's such a reward. When you look at it, you say, "Wow, that's something like very few people have," and it's me. It's one of the few people. Like, we feel special.
Mhm.
That's me. To me, that's one of the things about valuing in the collection. Um,
It is no, but listen again. I think the community is split right now. Many people are for it, and even more people are against it. So the clone trooper says, for me, reissues, no. 2.0s, yes, with reason. And I understand that part, with reason. But if you're going to start doing 2.0s just because, left and right, people are going to get upset because, yes, I can understand people who put money into buying a figure, like let's say the Tactical Batman, and now you get a reissue or a 2.0 rather, right? You feel like, wait a second, so if this is going to be a pattern, then might as well not buying anything and just wait until they do a 2.0 in the future. So it takes the exclusivity when you start collecting something, right? When you buy something and it's sold out, you are one of the luckiest one who was able to get it, right? And when they start doing these 2.0s left and right, then you're gonna say, listen, this is not fair either. So it is a tough topic because again, I'm in the middle. So I don't mind 2.0s, but I agree with Clone Collector as soon as it's done, as long as it's done with reason, right? Like, for example, very good example, Back to the Future, Marty McFly, right? The DeLorean, right? The Doc Brown. It, you know, I don't think they got the one with the white suit before. No, I think this is a new one. But they got the same head sculpt from a previous version, I think from the Back to the Future 2. Things like that, I don't mind at all because I think it's a good chance for a collector to get things like this. But when you start doing something like this very often, like again, we can name the Mark V, it was reissued once and then reissued twice. So it was a reissue of a reissue. They added a base. Why? Because those are not selling. So they're recalling those and adding a base just so they can sell it. But again, if you just bought the reissue of the Mark V, how will you feel when you see that announced literally a few months later? So I think that's the problem. It's just
I
the
just
fact that they're doing it back
they
to
have
back.
to. I wish more people would remind people, like the community in general. I wish, like, there's
Did I fly?
oh, mosquito. I don't know how I got it here, but it bit me in my neck and it's bothering me. But I wish people they would remind the community, like, Hot Toys started as a limited company. Like, they would make figures, and once it's there, once it's sold out, it's gone. And if that's what you supported, that's what you started your collection with. Of course, we're gonna get mad. You can't say like, "Oh, you just don't buy it." No, it's because I invested into this company to do what my moral think is, whatever it is. And that's not why I started into that company. That's not why I dished out so much money into that company. And now this company flip flops and acts like, oh, that's not who we are. So then I'm going to be like, well, who are you? Because I'm not going to give you my money. So it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's true. And just to your point earlier, what you said about when you buy stuff, you want to keep the value at least, as it was before, right? You don't want to have something that lowers the value. That's really not the norm. It's not the norm when you collect, really.
And
Some
can you,
people, again, you collect what you like, and you collect whatever, and whether that appreciates or depreciates over time, and you're okay with that, it's fine. It's not right or wrong, pretty much. But certain people, including myself, I see the value as well. So when I start seeing something that is depreciating so much, I rethink because to me, yeah, I'm putting this money, but it's also some type of investment that you're doing, right? When you do a collection, you're putting your money into something that is pricey. So you always have to think, me personally, I always think about the value as well, right? Both sentimental and monetary value. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just how I like to collect.
and that's most of people, and that's why this is a topic, is because that's most of us. Now I see Tully saying this is not an investment, like figures are not an investment. It is. You're investing not only your money but your time by when you work into these figures. Theoretically it is an investment. And imagine if a company like InArt, $900 for the set, right? Imagine, like, they look like some top end high priority figures, right? Imagine a year from now they reissue that Joker that they said is like only a limited run. Imagine if they reissue that. How much garbage they're going to get thrown at them for it. some people aren't going to admit to it. I mean, there's going to be still YouTube reviewers out there like, yeah, I can't wait to get this again. Can't wait to review it. Can't wait to do this and all. But like, I feel truly a lot of collectors feel the same. And if that's, the majority, and you go in the comment section for these posts, like these Instagram, Facebook posts, people are battering them every single release. You're going to have those people, hey, why didn't you make this instead? But they like lately, it's been bad. It's been bad. And when you have that going on, something is wrong and you cannot deny that.
It is true. I want to give a shout out to Metamorphic Customs Desi.
What's
He
up,
says,
dude?
great discussion. I can see where East is coming from, and he's right. And again, just to be clear on this one, we we are talking about our personal opinion, how we feel it is. That doesn't mean we're right or wrong, right? Same with you guys on the chat, right? You have your thoughts, your opinions. That doesn't mean you're right or wrong. We collect because we like things, and the way we see collecting might be different than the way you see collecting. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, right? At the end of the day, is what we like to do. This is what we collect, and we express our opinions. So the way we see it, Easy and I, we agree on this because we speak all the time. Yes, for us, for me, it's an investment every time that I buy something, right? Because I'm putting money in it. I'm not putting $10. I'm putting hundreds, thousands of dollars into stuff. So I want my money to at least keep the value over time, at least keep the same value. But when I see a downfall in depreciation, of course I have to make decisions because I'm gonna say, okay, if I'm putting $10,000 now and then 10 years later it's worth $500, then there's a problem right there, right? But if it keeps the same value, I'm happy with it because at least I'm not losing the investment I did originally. Remember, every time that you buy something at any price, is your hard working money, right? It's not unless you're rich and you can afford everything and anything. Of course, it's a different story. But all of us, we work hard to buy our figures, right? We don't get it like from the sky. Hey, here we go.
Yeah.
We need
And
to
the
work
people
hard for it.
and the people who think like, oh, it's not about the value. When you try to sell your hot toys and it's in this kind of a market and you cannot, no matter what you do, you cannot get your 220 back from a trooper and you're having to sell it for $145. Please don't put in the description that your car broke down or you're losing your job or your cat died because we will find you.
I will kill you.
How I've seen I can't tell you how many times I've seen a car broken down, need to fund car uh project selling hot toys. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay. I mean, I guess it's like everybody's cars just broke down all of a sudden or cat died. Here's my link to get paid, Cash App.
And there's another thing as well with 115 people watching. Smash the like button, please, guys.
Ooh.
I know there's a bunch of comments. You guys are killing it on the chat. I'm trying to flash every comment here, so just bear with me. I'm gonna get to it. It's been, somebody mentioned in the chat. I think I lost so many comments coming. That Hatos is having some QC issues as well, and I can vouch for that because I recently got two Clone Troopers for the clone Clone
Oh
Troopers,
yeah, that was bad.
and one of them was really really bad, like paint chips all over, like this the neck, the helmet. So I contact Sideshow, and obviously they have really excellent customer service. They actually sent me a brand new one today, and it's in perfect condition. But I've been noticing things like that, the QC issues, not necessarily myself, but in the community in general. So that's another thing. You know, if you're gonna keep giving us reissues 2.0s and all that, just make sure your quality at least is better, right? You don't want to make the same mistakes Ashel did with Grievous, right? That everyone thought it's gonna be perfect and then it was really bad. Now I think it's better because they recall it, they fix it, and all that. But you don't want to get into that point with hot toys because that could be a problem over time.
Yeah. And I really think at the price we're paying, Hot Toys should be using foam packaging as a base for all their for all their boxes. I think that plastic in shipping with like a Chrome Trooper, I think that's brutal. I think figures like that should be actually in foam packing.
Foam
But
packing, right? It could be different.
we only get that in DX figures. Technically, all these figures are DX figures. Like, look at this Batman. the figure is amazing. This guy should be in foam and good packaging. We get a clam tray.
With roses.
Yeah, roses and smelling of lavender and chinchillas
Chinchillas. Churros.
and churros.
I feel like I'm going back to the top with the comments, man. I feel like keep flushing the same comments all over the place.
Are you scrolling?
Yeah, I'm
gotta scroll
scrolling
down.
down, but I feel like I'm in the same comments.
You're in a loop.
Oh shit! Hold on. Oh wait, I think I missed a super chat here.
Yeah. Where is it?
Oh, here we go. Anthony, six come up in the house. What's up, Papito? Personally, I'm a little burned on Disney toys. I miss hot toys. Who are you? Who? Smash that like. It's a
makes
lot of
sense,
changes,
though.
man, and this is like it's gonna be a pattern, and I I don't want to say we called it because I hate that saying that all the time,
I did
but
it. That was me.
I think we mentioned this. First of all, we mentioned with Desi. Actually, Desi was the one who said in one of the shows, if you instead of doing ratios, do 2.0s. I think people will be much happier if you add something new to the existing package, whether a diorama base, whether a weapon, a head sculpt, or something new to the existing figure. They kind of hurt because after the War Machine reissue War Machine, they stopped doing that. They started doing 2.0s all the way, adding something new to it. So
It's bad. It's bad. And it's bad just looking at the Batman I created. And I'm like, why is my Batman on a Facebook page? I'm like, oh my God, Hot Toys actually did this. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Because I added a cape in the same base. And I'm like, Hot Toys thought this was going to be a perfect reissue. And I'm just staring at the like, oh my gosh.
Oh, you know what? I think Anthony just sent me a message. There's a bug with this thing. Yeah, I feel like I've been going in circles.
Yeah, because I can scroll down and I can see like comments updating.
Okay, so hi everyone. Okay, so I'm gonna start from here. Hopefully, it will be good. Blackbird Tech says, I'm all for reissues and updates, but I also like companies to be innovative. And this is another thing, and that's a good point too. If you, like somebody mentioned as well earlier, instead of concentrating more on 2.0s, give us something different, something new. Give us other figures that they weren't, previously announced yet. Do that instead of just concentrating on reissues 2.0s and all that, because at one point you get tired of it, and that's why people are considering leaving the hobby, because they kind of say, you know what, that's it. I mean, I got this tactical Batman for 450 3 weeks ago. Now you give me a reissue or 2.0 for this. I mean, really, right? And again, I'm telling you, they're gonna do the whole Justice League stuff. So don't be surprised if you see a different Wonder Woman, if you see another Superman, with the blue suit, or a new Flash. No, actually, maybe a new Flash, because I don't think the Superman with the blue suit was on the Snyder
Dante,
cut.
we should re-upload our reviews as a new review, same video, and see what people say. No, this is the new figure.
2.0 review
No,
2.0.
this is the new figure, guys. This is 2.0, and then have the same exact video. People are gonna get mad. They're gonna be like, "No, you're an idiot." They're gonna call you the idiot. They're gonna say, "Hey, this is stupid. This is the same video I'm watching that I saw last time. I'm not gonna sit here and waste my time." No. So why would we? Why?
We
And
should
yeah,
do
some
that, right?
people are saying,
Good point.
"Hey, yeah." So when people say, just don't buy it, like, then just don't watch the video. It sounds stupid for me to tell you just don't watch the video, and then they're gonna be like, "No, that's pretty stupid to do, though." Okay, so mind your business. This is kind of what I feel like Hot Toys is doing to us. And no, we're not, like stupid serial killer mad right now. I'm not really affected by this. I'll just snap, change my mind, and go to the next thing. That's but it hurts because I was so deeply invested.
Well, TK592 says, in my opinion, they're just doing what people on Facebook are doing. Anakin said for $800. Okay, let's make some money. It is clear. I mean, it is clear the Hatters want that money as well. And it's a valid strategy too. Again, as I mentioned earlier, I think the issue here is not the fact that they doing too many 2.0s, but I think collectors are getting upset because it's really back to back.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
if he says they're just doing what people are doing on Facebook, I mean, I don't know if he's just mocking them, but as a company, you want to keep that value. You're such a high desirable product. Your products retail at 200 some and it's going for quadruple the price. That's a good thing. That's very good for the company. Your product is highly demanded. And as soon as it comes out, people are going to pre order it because they're not going to miss it. Now, you have so many of your figures out there because you keep releasing them, or they're so oversaturated in the market. Now, nobody's pre ordering. If you don't have that pre order money as a pre order based company, you're done. You don't have no money. I don't know how they are financially, but you're done. You don't have no money because there's no pre-orders. This is what they are using to research and R&D into the next thing. And if they don't have that, and to me, since Tony Stank's head sculpt mishap, the
mhm.
company just declined, and it declined, and it declined, and I don't see where they've picked up. I really don't see it.
So that's gonna be the new normal then. That's gonna be the new normal that we're gonna be continue seeing 2.0s just to try to make the money quick. Is Hatos running out of ideas? Is Hatos having issues getting new licenses for new figures? That's the reason why we see a bunch of Ironmans in circles. We've seen a bunch of Spider-Mans going in circles with different variations. Or what's the deal? I mean, what's really the deal? Is that gonna be the new normal for us to see Hot Toys doing more 2.0s rather than giving us new figures, right?
It
Is that gonna be
It
the new
really
normal?
it really looks like it. I mean, it's been back to back, hasn't it? It's been back to back. And we've gotten, the same Iron Man but another base. We've gotten the same Batman but another base. We've gotten the same War Machine, but I think they kept the base. We're getting we're getting the same clone troopers but a different paint. Let's chrome it. It's not really chrome, metallic. Wasn't really chrome. These guys aren't chrome. Okay, Hot Toys, you dropped the ball on that. I don't like what you did.
So the only new figures we've seen, Bob Dylan says, right so far, besides Riva Valkyrie, right, we got the DX Anakin. Oh, I'm sorry, Anakin, the DX Darth Vader with the battle damage head sculpt, which looks amazing, and that's a good call. DX first time DX Vader, so perfect. The Obi-Wan from the Obi-Wan show, DX again. Okay, that's good. We got Mighty Thor, right, or Lady Thor, however you want to call it. But then what else we got? You know, is very like is not that much. But instead we got Mar 46, Mar 5 like five times, Tactical Batman reissue, we got Robocop, even though this is Robocop 3, it's technically the same Robocop, right? They just added the suit, which is good. It's still I'm
And
gonna get it anyways.
it makes me wonder. I would really like. There's no way of telling, but I'd really like to go into seeing how many people actually pre-order it. Given the fact that so many people have stopped pre-ordering just on new release figures, you know, how many people has pre-ordered Valkyrie? How many people pre-ordered these new ones coming out? How many people pre-ordered Grand Inquisitor or Reva? Let alone this is a reissue, kind of something that nobody really asked for, which is the tactical suit Batman, for example.
Hmm.
How many people are actually going to be pre-ordering this? Like, I don't see how they see that low amount of pre-orders and say, let's do it again. I don't know. I'm lost on that.
Yeah, that's true. One with the super chat, DJN. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. New hot toys molds are expensive. New paints jobs aren't. That's also a fair point, right? That you know they just want to be safe, right? And they can reuse stuff and make it a new 2.0. It is for one part is good, but for the other, if
Yeah.
it's kind of like, wait, this is getting out of hand right now. Like, somebody mentioned here, Rogue Toy says, eight 2.0s in 2 months.
Is that really? I'm pretty sure he knows a little bit, so he's probably right. 8 2.0s in 2 months.
To
That's
me, sounds
ridiculous.
about right.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And you're saying
Okay,
you're
let's put it this way: Mark 46 stealth suit, right?
Mhm.
We got the tactical Batman,
Mark 5.
Mark 5. What else we got?
Shoot, I
Um,
can't remember. It's probably 8. He probably did his math. But
that's right. Yeah,
they're saying
I can
molds are more
remember right now.
expensive, new paint jobs, but they're saying they're going safe route with making money. But then, you rather be safe than sorry. They're going safe and sorry. This is one of the first instances I've ever seen
Oh,
where
Listerine Mark 85.
Listerine.
Technically, it's a 2.0, right? Because it's a different
It's a,
paint,
yeah.
exact same figure.
Um,
Even the Chrome Troopers are 2.0s technically, right? Different
yeah.
paint. I
The
mean, the
stormtrooper, the chrome
Stormtrooper,
form, the
the
arena suit,
the arena suit,
which is catching.
it,
Which I
which is
think
actually
the
pretty cool
arena
though.
suit it's a good repaint because it's an actual comic. So they kind of tied it in at the right time,
Well,
and
Black Panther.
they got it
Well,
back.
That Black Panther technically is not a 2.0 because it is a different suit,
Mhm.
right? Mark 3,
Mark
yeah,
three.
yeah.
I would
So,
say Mark three is not a reissue.
Mark
I
46
was
Cap
I was kind of
Batman.
okay with the Mark three. It was different in size. It has a lot. I think it had a lot of upgrades to it done, but I think the Mark three is one of those appreciative reissues. It's not even a reissue. It's a 2.0 because they made it bigger and they actually improved versus this Batman where they threw in the same base from another pack. That's embarrassing to me. So
Yeah,
are
so
you?
we have. No, I'm looking at trying to look at the pictures and see. Okay, there was
Oh, I hate Hulk.
this to me
Need a shit.
was a very. I think this was the lowest move I've ever seen. I mean, doing this
That
Mark
hurt.
Five just with the base that really hurt. I That to me is really. I think it's kind of disrespectful for collectors in the way in sense of it's just so like few months apart, not even like a year apart. It's kind of like, okay, it's not selling. All right, let's do this a new one with a different diorama base.
And
So
and I have that, and I like that the theory that this is just extras, and they just
yeah,
threw
let's
a
so
base with it. I'm going with that. They made way too many, and they rehashed it as this exclusive. Stick the exclusive banner. Let's make it even more desirable. But that desire is going away. Like that banner does nothing for me. And seeing this makes me just I love this suit, but it just makes me want to sell mine even more just out of the hatred, out of like the disrespect they've
the
done.
hatred is flowing
The
to
hate,
you, my
let it
friend.
flow,
Let it flow, my friend.
my little green turds.
Well, this one here is just I'm just trying to flash in the figures so we can kind of like get it straight, right? So we're not talking out of our. So this one here is not a 2.0. This is a new release altogether because the suit is different, right? And this is actually a good looking figure too, man. I kind of like this one a bit better, but this is the Civil War type of the suit now with the Haskell, pretty much.
Then this suit, didn't they upgrade the suit a little bit?
They did, and they make it bulkier too. And I think they have a comparison picture
Yeah, when they do
somewhere.
that, when they compare it,
Yeah, here.
like right there, that's when it's okay. Because that's when they're putting their own product up as competition to their own product. That's when you can tell they know what they're doing. They know when they're making changes. When they released the Batman Tactical, did they put it up next to each other? No, they're like, uh,
But a
look,
base.
guys,
It's
Batman.
Batman.
It's Batman. It's like Batman Day, and they reissue a figure. You don't do that. You give us something new. Give us something crazy, something from the comics. Let's reissue another Batman that we've made in the past for Batman
You
Day.
know what's gonna happen, right? Batman Days tomorrow. So we probably gonna see a bunch of Batman figures, whether it's gonna be the DX for the 1989 Batman, perhaps a new DX Joker, from the Dark Knight, because it's long overdue now that, InArt did their version. It is very possible that Hato is going to do theirs,
Mm.
right? They could do the 1966, like Carlos said, 2.0, maybe a two pack, so you can get both at once instead of separate. So we're gonna see bunch of this coming. What is another one that they let me just go back to the pictures and look for the other one that they did a 2.0. Obviously this one here, so I'm gonna put it on the screen now. We're just kind of going back and seeing the 2.0 so far, so we're not like just talking, but we're showing as well. So this Mark 46, right? They didn't include a head sculpt, but they include a sick badass diorama base. And that's another pattern that we've seen. They're adding dioramas now. Before it was just a plain base, which you guys, when you see my reviews, I complain all the time about the bases because it's just simple base. But if you're gonna pay that much money, you want to get the whole package, meaning a nice figure with a nice, cool, nice, good looking base that you can actually put it in your display case and pop up, right?
Yeah, we're, like when we start getting little trees with our little indoor bases, we started creaming
That was
our
cool.
pants. Yeah, we were like, "Whoo, buddy, would you look at there, a bush?" So yeah, this is a little treat, but at a cost. We're getting the same figures. Like I wanted, new figures. So
So
this
that's
you get this.
that's that's one, right? And I mean the list goes on. The list goes on. So we got that one. Let me see what another. Oh, this
Leonardo
one
calls
here.
RoboCop.
Um, this one here. No, 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 this one. What was the other one that the Spider Andrew Garfield Spidey, right?
Garfield. Yeah,
Is that the Spidey too?
Spidey 2, yeah. I think it's the second Spider-Man. Because he only got 2. He never got a trilogy.
But this one, right? So this is another 2.0, right? I think the Huscope is improved. I
No, but
didn't own this figure in the past. I mean, I
this
own
one
it,
is
but not with the
improved.
Huscope.
This one is improved. This one has
This
an
one is improved.
improvement. Obi Lula pointed out a really good reissue, which is the Venom 2.0.
Oh,
We
that's right. The
we
one with the
just
Hescope now, right?
got that Venom, sells out. People are going crazy for it, and then they dish it out again, and then they give us a head sculpt, which should have been in the first release. No reissue. That's ridiculous. That was a ridiculous drop. So, oh well, Howard's rich off of all your money. That's why.
Secret Story
Let's
says
do it
remake.
again, guys. Round
Says,
2.
remake everything. We only die once, so might as well. Yeah, well, that's. I mean, eventually, I think they're gonna reissue everything they did, or 2.0 everything at one point.
Yeah, that's why
Because
they're saying he's only saying we only die once. I'm going to collect once. I'm not going to collect twice. I'm not going 2.0s. I'm going statues now.
yeah, everything is repeating itself here. I don't know why.
Mhm.
The comments. I feel more collectors are leaving Hatos than there are new collectors coming into the hobby. But actually, I saw a pattern of new collectors coming, but at the same time, within a year, leaving. And I saw a bunch of them really coming hardcore, spend buying like 20 figures and then like selling everything.
But
Because
that's the
they probably
thing with
came without a plan. They just came, they look, and like normally when we start collecting, we all make mistakes. I mean, I'm gonna talk about myself. I made mistakes many times buying a bunch of figures, even figures that I didn't really need, but I bought it just because of the hype. And then I was in the hole, have to sell everything, and then to try to kind of like, okay, let me just balance myself now and be more responsible when I buy stuff. Do a budget, do a spreadsheet, know what I'm gonna order, things like that. I guess it happens to everyone, or at
yeah.
least to the
You
people
make
I know.
mistakes. She gets pregnant. You had a little too much to drink. It happens. We understand.
Oh,
But if you make a Mark 5 3.0 purchase, third time's the charm, buddy. Time to
so
get out of the hobby.
why they okay instead of focusing on the two freaking 2.0s, do this, man. Why they don't release this thing?
They tease this thing like crazy, and they never do anything about it. They, I don't know. I just like some points. I'm just like I really don't know what they're doing. Like it makes no sense. And this is a really good figure. Like people are gonna love this.
This one is a really good one because I bet they're gonna include a head sculpt with this one.
Hmm.
They have to, right? If they're gonna spend this all this I guess resources to make this figure because it's a massive figure. Well, not necessarily the figure, but the wings and all that. With probably powered the what's that little what's that called, the engine, whatever, on
Little
the
turbine
wings,
thing.
the turbine thing. It's probably gonna be USB powered, so they're probably gonna nail it. But they should start doing that, man. Don't wait too long for this thing.
Yeah,
you know
that's the thing. They're not catching that trend, like they were saying earlier about the business always trying to adapt and change. Well, Hot Toys is not adapting and changing. Hot Toys is just making whatever Disney movie is best. Nobody wants a Buzz Lightyear. Make us a Vulture. Nobody. I mean, like, who asked for that Lightyear movie that flunked? But they're gonna skip out on like Baze Malbus. Come on, Hot Toys. And another thing I remember is like, isn't that Thor that just got released? Don't you think like that head sculpt is a little bit dated? That's another reuse. I mean, the body seems a bit new with the
yeah,
outfit,
the body
but
seems better. I think the Hascope is pretty much reused
the
from
head
the
sculpt has been reused
from
over
Ragnarok, I think.
Ragnarok, I
a,
think.
a little bit, maybe a different paint, maybe more wrinkles here and there, but the Mighty Thor is a new one, right?
Yeah,
Because they never
I haven't
never
looked too
made
hard
Natalie
into it.
Portman. you know but other than that, I think it is exactly the same thing. But it's a good looking one. I mean, they probably should do more like like what's his name, man, I forgot the name of the guy, the rock guy on the movie. What's his name? Fuck, I forgot the name.
What's his name? Shit, now you're gonna make me go crazy.
The one that had the head and you put it in the
Yeah,
back. What's his name? Meek? No,
I don't
no,
even know.
I don't know. If you guys know who I'm talking about, please tell me the name because
But Bugman, DM me on Instagram. Deal. I let go a lot of these figures way below price. I just
oh,
liquidated.
Leonardo Hernandez says the Tumblr also is it's a more like a reissue type of thing.
Another
Actually,
big
2.0 because now is with the trilogy, I think, packaging. I think the Bud Pod
the
as well.
boxes. The box is different. That's all. Right? But it's the same car. So technically it's a reissue.
Mm, technically,
So
right?
if we can go on and on about this like that, I mean that's kind of embarrassing for a company like that trying to sell some hot toys. They're cooling down a little bit. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was pretty
Vulture
nice.
full collectors once, shame you, collectors twice, shame on us. Yeah, no, I think they're gonna definitely announce this figure. Just give some time. I think it's just a matter of time that they're gonna be, you know, doing that.
Yeah, 7 years.
And again, remember, it's gonna continue to happen, but I hope they space it out a little bit more. I think that will be a good thing, not to just do everything at once, but do new figures. Right? We're still waiting for the second wave of
What
Attack of the Clone.
comment said he'll win an Oscar?
Huh?
The guy said Buzz Lightyear will win an Oscar this year. Oh, dude.
Metamorphic Customs says I agree with DC, but it is not time to get out. I've been down this route. This road. I switched to statues back in 2012 for the same reasons. In 2018, I started collecting Hot Toys again. Because remember, and it's a very good point. You've been collecting Hot Toys for so many years, right? It's not like the first time you're doing it. When you let go all of them, it's gonna happen at one point. You see something you're gonna like, you're gonna buy one.
Korg.
And then you're gonna Cork. Yes, thank you, DT Arman and everyone who mentioned the name. So they should do Cork, for example. I think one third party company did. I'm pretty sure the Hatters definitely should do it. But again, we cannot bash collectors who decide to leave just because you're still in the game, right? I don't think it's fair. Everyone is has the freedom to do whatever they want, right? You can sell everything for $5. You can live collecting for good if you want. Really, it's not a gun in your head telling you no, you need to stay, you need to keep your stuff. No, right? It's your personal choice. Whether it's the right or wrong is is your choice, right? You are the one who are making the decision. I cannot tell you what to do. You guys are adults, you know. Hopefully, you guys are adults that you can afford this collection. So but, but, but
I
you
just
need
read
to
the
you
super
need. But the point that this is making is very valid, because when you get out of something that you've been doing for so long, you're gonna go back at one point. It's because it is how you started, pretty much.
and my thing is when I say I'm quitting and getting out, I'm not getting everything, you know, from the line. Like I was
He's
going,
keeping a few.
I'm just keeping a few now. I'm just gonna, casually not collect, but buy and not be as serious. Like if I'm a Batman fan, I'm gonna get all the Batmans, or if I'm Star Wars, I'm gonna get all the clones. I'm not gonna do that anymore. But
So,
you
what do
see,
we think Hatters will do for Fantastic Four? What do you think they're gonna do? They have to wait. I mean, they have to have the new movie, right? They have to release the new movie first. I don't think they're gonna do all ones right now. At this point, it will not be a smart move, if you ask me, right?
yeah,
If
they'll be jumping the gun if they do that.
right, unless they do some comic versions from comic books, that is a classic version that
Can you
nothing to
see
do
the
with the
Can you
movies.
see the super chat, or are you still going in a circle?
I'm still going in circles. Hold on, let me.
Bob Dylan's $2 super chat.
Oh, thanks. I don't know what the heck is wrong with this thing. Hot Toys rebranding in 2023.
Reheated.
Real toys. At this
Oh
point,
god.
it is anything is possible. That's a good one. But thank you for the super chat, my friend. Yeah, I really hope that this is not the new normal, but unfortunately, it's gonna be the new normal. We're gonna see more of this. We're gonna see more of this. Good for collectors who miss out, bad for collectors who have those figures already in hand and they feel like you know, it's gonna happen, right? So let's jump to the next topic I want to discuss here. Now, are we gonna go back to pre-orders? Because based on what we've seen, you know, um, with figures not selling out but getting waitlisted very quick, is that like a wake up call? Like, no, that's the wrong one. Um, going back to pre-orders now. First we were saying don't pre-order because you're gonna get it in stock. It's gonna be there for you. But now that thing seems to change. It's been a pattern recently of figures pretty much getting waitlisted way before their release. So are we gonna go back now to pre-orders just to secure that figure so we don't pay crazy prices in the future?
I don't think so for a while, because I think this another thing you could be calling this is a filling the holes and filling the gaps. Like all these reissues are just filling gaps in the collecting community. They're going to take in their pre-order numbers and probably make a little small batch, or one or two extra here and there, and fill in the gaps. And those gaps are going to be new collectors who wanted them, and they're trying to get that market as well, whilst disappointing veterans and people that's been in the hobby. So I think the pre-orders are going to slow down for a bit until they start to trend, newer, more desirable licenses. But right now they're filling gaps. Right now they're filling new collectors, they're filling the market demand and stuff like that. But I think it's gonna take some time for us to get back onto that point where figures are waitlisting before it even releases. We haven't seen that in a long time.
But it's been on many figures now. Let me give a shout out real quick before we continue with the topic to P-Rock Zilla in the house. Oh, easy. My shorts got tighter.
Something grew. Oh,
Don't joke. I've seen a pattern. What's going on? Even Josh spoke about this in the other show that we were at Easy a couple streams ago. That personally, he is not investing as much in hot toys anymore because they're not selling as fast as quick as they used to sell before. Of course, we have resellers and all that. Now, Sideshow's shipping figures before it's released. People already got Boba Fett, and the figures hasn't been released at all. That to me is a great strategy.
Yeah.
If you if they continue doing this, if this is not like just a one-off, but this is more like a consistent way, I can guarantee you the pre-orders are gonna go up a lot. People are gonna say, you know what? People who are getting now the Boba Fett's are I ordered Boba Fett literally a few days after it was released, after it was announced, and it's already shipped. So that means that they're fulfilling the orders.
Like that Chrome
Based on what I'm
Stormtrooper.
seeing, I can be wrong. I can be wrong in the order that it was received, and that's
That
good.
that Chrome Stormtrooper, that thing went out quick. They posted and then boom, started shipping.
Oh yes, mine is preparing for shipping as well, and I
Yeah.
got it yesterday. They
Mhm.
already, charged me everything already, and that
That's
was
cool.
one of the figures that I wanted to get so bad. But remember, Easy, that I told you in the chat the other day, like when we were talking, that I wanted to get the Chrome Trooper, but when I told you the price, you were like, "Hell no, that's too much." It was like a 450, 460 shipped.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Oh,
I
did I
was
tell you?
tempted. Remember we spoke about it. I was really tempted to get it, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna wait. And when Hot Toys announced, Saisho announced this exclusive, not that exclusive anymore. Now you can order them even better. Like, you know how many collectors wanted to get the Mark 46, but they didn't want to pay $700 for it. Now they're gonna pay retail price.
And
I
then on
think
top
that
of
to
that,
me is paid off.
it's gonna release like Rogue Toy Art's talking. He's saying, why you pre-order when you can literally buy it cheap as crap on the aftermarket price? Like you can get it cheaper on the aftermarket. So like people aren't going to pre-order unless it becomes like this, like it's
Well,
releasing it first.
it's a catch on that one because you're assuming it's gonna happen, right? But what happens if you don't pre-order anything and that gets sold out in 6 months, for example, is
That,
waitlisted? You cannot find it. As soon as that stuff start getting waitlisted, other sellers are gonna start getting waitlisted too, because people are gonna go to those different stores to buy it. Now, can you guarantee me that by the time of release, that figure is gonna be close to retail? Absolutely not. It's probably gonna be way more expensive. So that can give wiggle room to resellers to hack up the prices. Now,
and that's a good sign for Hot Toys to start releasing figures fast. The faster you get these things out the gate, the
the
faster
better.
you can make your money. The faster sales will start flying. It's easier to say than done, but
Done.
given the capacity of the company, we do not have the capacity of the company. I think you can do it, and with Chrome Trooper, I feel like that came out of nowhere and all of a sudden started shipping. Like I think they should start doing that. Don't you know create demand for your figures. You may come a little short, but your demand is going to go so high that no matter what you release, you can wrap your shit in foil and call it shiny, and people will buy it.
I think they need to create more hype. I think
They
because
need to
hype
create more
helps a
hype.
lot. You
Queen
know.
Studios is good at creating hype. I feel Queen
Yeah.
is good. But then they actually deliver. So I got a big Queen Studios piece coming from Josh. I bought a big
Mm.
Queen Studios piece. Dante, you know what it is.
I know what it is. Review or no?
Yes, I'm going to review it. I'm going to start
Yeah, that
on
shit is
statues
massive.
like that. So it's a
Easy
nice little.
company. Easy company statues.
Easy comes
Easy
mustachio.
comes statues. So you see, now we don't have exclusives anymore for certain jurisdictions. Now you can actually get the Mark 46. This shipped already for me. It's already in stock.
Yep, it's
I
already.
mean, isn't this freaking amazing? No, I cannot buy another one because I already bought one, but I
And
want to
that's
please
such
them.
a good feeling. Like my money I'm spending is reacting immediately to what I'm doing. That's a nice little market right there.
And this is good because this is
Good.
exactly what we were talking before. If Sideshow starts shipping these things faster, that means the other retailers like Comic Concepts or any others
They're
are
gonna be
gonna
boosting
get their
hype.
stuff faster as well. So that means that you don't have to get day one stuff anymore or pay those absurd prices at the beginning, right? And then when it's sold out, then they're gonna probably sell it double the price. So they might win as well, but maybe not. Because maybe they're gonna say, you know what, I don't want to invest getting all this stuff because Sideshow is already shipping, you know. So it's gonna we need to kind of wait and see how this is gonna play in the long run. Once we see all this unfolding, you know, when we see figures shipping as fast as they're doing now, that's a good sign. Collectors are gonna be happier, right? If you notice, unless last time I checked, I don't know, but they haven't done the first look review that they usually do for this figure on Sideshow. Maybe they did. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. And I haven't seen a review from Sideshow for the Boba Fett on the throne yet. I haven't seen it. Maybe they have it. Last time I checked, that to me is also a good sign because people were complaining that yes, it's awesome to show me the figure right there, but when is it shipping? I don't want to wait 3 months to get this figure that you have it just for doing the review. That was kind of slap in the face, especially if you are the distributor. If you are the one selling the figure, you have it right there, and then don't ship it with until like 2 3 months later. That to me is not good, right? If you're showing it, you have it ready to ship. At least the people who pre-order it first, because they should be rewarded. I think
It used
if
to be
you
like that. There was a time where Sideshow was doing, if you pre-ordered it early, you'd get it earlier. And then there was also a time where Sideshow was shipping it rather quickly right out the gates as soon as it was shipping from in Hong Kong. And that's the time we started thinking, maybe there's a change going on. Maybe Hot Toys got a little deal going on that they ship same time in the American side as they would in Hong Kong. But then that fell out. And then now all of a sudden we have all these bumps and stuff going on. Oh, this is a great figure.
this
See,
hasn't changed. I've been checking this for a few days, and ship this says September 2022.
and some people's been getting what's it called? Echoes shipping notice.
Echo, yes. Desi
Echo.
sent me. Desi told me the other day he got his notification for Echo.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we are. Something is definitely changing for sure. Something is definitely changing for sure. So 16R says my Chrome Stormtrooper ship today. Didn't get a notice though. Yeah, me neither. I didn't get a notice, but I actually noticed that I was debited the remaining balance, because I did the pre-order, which is fine. I make sure when I said I was very happy because like shit, it's about time, you know. Because Easy knows I wanted to get that Clone Trooper for a long time, and when Beskar Kid put the video on his TikTok, I'm like shit, I feel like jealous, but I didn't want to pay that much money, I could have bought it if I wanted, but I didn't want to spend that much money on that, you know. But now I'm happy that it shipped, and I pay, and I think I got $60 in rewards. They couldn't use a discount coupon because it was pre-order. I should have waited until today. Maybe I should have got an extra 10% off. Kind of suck, but you know, I was able to get it at retail. That's the most important thing, right? That I didn't overpay for the figure. So, that's a good one. But just going back to this one real quick, to Ahsoka, this one didn't change the date that they're gonna ship it. So I would not be surprised if we start seeing notifications and maybe people start getting this figure. And if we start seeing this happening like that, that means that's a pattern. That means that people who pre-ordered it right away are gonna be the first one to get this figure. And once the first batch is completely shipped, that's where you're gonna see the release in Hong Kong, the official release. And I think that will be perfect for people who put their money into this first.
There's people saying that their War Machine Mark One is preparing to ship too.
And that's been for a while as well.
That's been for a while.
Yes, yes. Even Loki. I think Loki, it's gonna happen very soon as well. I think that was part of the shipment that Sideshow got. I think. You know, how
And
many
and
people? Go ahead.
But I was going back to a comment. Beskar Kid, you said all of your guys' content is based on Hot Toys. He's saying that the hype is there because that's all we do, and he's basically saying that in art, uh, you're not going live when in art drops a figure, but think of how insanely popular in art is already without having anything released.
Well, it's a new company, right? It's a new
It's a
company
new
dropping
company.
figures, so it's gonna be
So
obviously
there is hype.
everyone.
There is hype
It's gonna
around
be
in
hype.
art. There is
Yeah.
definitely hype even on in art. In art's just probably just as good as Hot Toys or even better.
You know
We
why?
haven't really seen. Hmm?
You know why? Because the expectation from Inart is right here. It's like super high right now, because the way they've been marketing themselves, with the figures and with the announcements and with the
And they're super hyped. Like they're super crazy. And so
right.
far, like they have shit customer service. Yet I mean, I'm talking on behalf of collectors I know with statues. Like, I know there's people. I'm not gonna say who, but I had a conversation today. He's been waiting 2 years on a replacement part. 2 years, and they're still not giving him anything. And that's just something that they supposed to fix.
I think Joao had an issue too with a mask that he bought from Queen Studios. I think it took a year for him to get the replacement,
Yeah.
but he got
And
it and was happy with it.
Infinity Studios is awesome. I love them. They're immediate. They're quick. They tell you exactly what they're going to do, and they get it out to you.
Now, do you think in the future we're gonna see Inart probably pursuing Star Wars license, or is it
I,
exclusively for Hot Toys and
I
Sideshow?
think that's a hard game to pursue because of Disney. Like I think they could probably dive. They wish they could dive deep. I mean, Prime One even, but Sideshow, Hot Toys, Disney. I think that's going to be a locked three. It's like to me, if a company like Prime One doesn't have Star Wars, I don't know how anybody could get into that game. I think Hot Toys and Sideshow are locked in.
Yeah, Punisher excesses. Everyone is talking about, or everybody's talking about Inart at the moment. Yeah, because they're the new kids on the block,
Yeah,
so they are bringing the heat right now. And
yep,
again, the
definitely.
expectation is high based on everything that they've been showing up so far. I mean, the Joker looks freaking amazing. Even the final production pictures look really, really good. So that right there is a good sign. Then when they did Pennywise, I was like, God damn it, this thing is amazing. Batman, for example, is another one, even though Hot Toys did it already. So, again, when we get those figures in hand, that's what we will judge. Because if the quality is there, they have a good future. But if it's really bad, quality is really horrible. Not necessarily the head sculpt, but maybe the body, the joints, or anything like that. That could be a problem because the same way we praise them this high, we can trash them this high
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I'm
You
not.
know.
I have. If you check out my channel, there's nothing on it. I have no reason to go towards them yet because they have nothing out, nothing to back them. So I'm not going to hype their product if I have nothing to hype it on. There's no hands-on experience. I don't have no idea what. I mean, some people don't even know if it's is it a statue with like movable joints or what is the thing. But as far as statues go, like the bigger ones, those I can hype on because I have it coming right now, and I've seen some of their products, and they have pretty good stuff. So and they did do some fixes as far as statues go. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. It's still too early to tell, right? But I have a good feeling that they're gonna deliver. I don't think they're gonna, you know, screw it up based on all the marketing and all the PR they're doing. I don't think that's gonna be a good sign if they screw up the first release. And I can see Hot Toys, or in general, trying to ship their figures faster as well. But the fact of the matter is that we need more releases. We need more figures. Because we don't want to see, yes, we want to see new announcements, but it has to be new announcements, not something that it was already released years ago,
All right.
because that kind of kills the whole thing, and
And
people get mixed feelings about it.
you would think with the higher prices that Hot Toys are going with, Some prices very high. You would think for lower edition sizes, and they would be happy with that because with the price margin, you're making enough that you don't have to make many to flood the market, and you keep collectors happy at the same time. But no, they're going with the high price. Let's dish it out 2.0s, 3.0s. Let's just flood the market. Let's shoot ourselves in the knee and see what happens. So no,
Yeah, and with 110 people watching, please hit the like button, guys. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes. You have the power in your finger.
what the heck is that? It's a bar of soap?
Oh, that's a
Oh, oh,
mouse.
that's your Mac. Oh, that's
Yeah.
MacBook. Oh, or yeah, Mac. So
Maca. It's a
I thought you,
maca.
I thought you had a bar of soap.
Chipapi muñeño.
Chupapi, chupapi.
Chipapi muñeño. Somebody said something here. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it. Um. Oh, here. So anybody think the Hunters will attempt the She-Hulk figure?
It should be a
Or is
power pose into a twerking pose. It should like leave it in a twerk pose with like very badly molded uh vinyl, so it looks like a bad CGI render.
can you imagine? You see, I was watching She-Hulk at the beginning and it was pretty good, and then it started to die down for me. Marvel has been really not that great lately. And it's kind of like they are undoing everything they did in the past. That everyone had really high expectations of Marvel, and then it was like good, and then now it's like,
Yeah, even CGI. I mean, you think about a company with billions, and then their CGI has diminished. Like you look at previous films that's older, look at them now, even their films, not even the shows, the films, CGI is just garbage. Like
yeah,
the Doctor Strange scene with the eye tentacle thing in Multiverse, that was weird. That was just
yeah. The movie was actually pretty good. I like the movie. The Multiverse of Madness. I actually enjoy Thor as well.
Thor
Love
was
and Thunder.
fun.
It was fun.
Thor
I,
was a
I
fun
like it
movie.
with the freaking goat. that was so freaking annoying, man. Every time I was like, I'm like, oh
That
gosh,
was a fun movie.
that was fun. It
I
was
feel
fun.
like I feel like Disney well, Marvel movies now, they're way too hard on comic relief. Like the comic relief is too hard. But then at the same time in Thor, like Love and Thunder, I think they did it well. I think they did comic relief really good in Love and Thunder. And I was weirdly pleased with that movie. I love the goats.
Yeah, no, that
It
was
was a
freaking
stupid thing
the
that you didn't have
stupidest
to add,
thing.
and it was amazing.
Yes, yeah. So you see, a lot of people didn't like the movie. I actually like it. It was it
And
was fun. It
the
was
Dodgebers.
like for a good laugh. It was really fun. Uh, Ash says I won the goats in 1/6. That could be a good accessory for Thor. Can you imagine?
When they were traveling to that moon thing, the stupid goats like head on collision into a freaking rock.
Yeah, yeah. It was a fun movie.
Fun movie.
But anyway, we're gonna wrap this up, guys. I want to say thank you so much for watching. It's been an honor to be with my boy Isi.
I love that.
you know we tried uh, to make this show happen for a long long time until finally we decided to do it, because it was about time. And I know it was a very controversial topic that we discussed today. Many people in favor, many people against it. At the end of the day, it's just our opinions,
At the
obviously.
end of the day, be well.
And see, at the end of the day, you do what you want.
Do
That's
what you want.
the bottom line, right? You're free to do whatever you want. There's no right or
And
wrong. Nobody's gonna judge you whether you do this or do that.
yeah, you
Is
can
is your call.
disagree with us, hate us, do whatever you want, dislike our videos, like our videos, whatever. We're the content creators, you're the collectors, or maybe you're the content creator and we're the collectors. It doesn't matter. It's all entertainment, just like screaming goats in Thor. Like that's that's stuff you don't need, but hey, it's in there and it's entertaining. Like
I
that was
know.
fun. That was fun.
I know. But yeah, so Easy, do you have anything to share with your channel? What's next? What's coming?
Very big, bulky and delicious. We are very delicious. It's coming to the channel. I don't want to spoil it. I kind of don't want to spoil them. But big guy's coming.
Big guys coming, which is
Big guy's coming.
that's the one that's coming.
I kind of lip read that.
I know. And Mojo Cases, guys, finally, after 20 years of trying to get my Mojo Cases, they finally shipped, and I should have it here next week. So most likely after next Friday, I'm not gonna stream for a week because I'm gonna paint the walls.
Home
I'm
Depot.
gonna change the curtains, and I'm probably gonna buy something else, but I don't know what that is. I have a new lights.
You're all set up then. I got
I'm
one.
I'm
Mojo
trying.
case.
I'm trying. I'm trying, and then I'm gonna kind of like do another collection tour video. So stay tuned for part 2. My current collection tour is up right now. Check out the boxing and review of Cable, which is a really good figure. Also, Boba Fett, the arena suit, another really good figure. Thanks God mine was perfect. No issues whatsoever. And watch the intro for that video if you haven't seen it yet. Subscribe to Easy's channel. Subscribe to my channel. I want to do a giveaway very soon, guys. I need to hit 8,000 subscribers. I've been stuck in freaking 7,700 for a long time. So I want to break that. So
We're gonna give away a pillow.
a
One behind
giveaway.
you.
Yeah, I'm gonna give away Grogu. He needs to get a new home. Just kidding. So I don't know what I'm gonna give away. Most likely it's gonna be a Hot Toys. I don't know which figure yet. Yes, it's gonna be brand new. So I'm probably gonna announce it in the next couple weeks. But we need to get to 8,000, guys. Come on, help us out here. Hit the like button. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Facebook group, Cisco Media, TikTok, TikTok, and Instagram. And as always,
Be well.
hold on. Let me get the video.
It
Okay. And as
snows in
always,
hell. Be well.
and see you around
In hell.
in the next video. If it dies, it dies.
He does.